That one over there that looks like a big boot,
Yeah.
that is so interesting to me.
Yeah.
Where it's so flat and then there's this big piece that sticks up.
Yeah. Just when you think there's no more scenery to be seen.
Mike, Adam's calling you.
I like that.
Well, it made me feel like I was in Antarctica.
Exactly, you have to have the wall magic.
No, I respect
It was all like this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it a fishing boat or it's a water boat? Oh, no, sorry. That is a...
It looks like a yacht.
Really? No way. I need a lot of extra.
Who put the
We did. Yeah, we went out and marked a
Yeah.
very, very shallow.
Yeah.
At the moment it's high tide.
All these
Yeah,
rocks
as tide
sticking
drops,
Yeah.
all these rocks that just
Yeah, you can
explode.
see them. It's so amazing.
Well, not through there. That's an X. You go over the rocks to this skip right here. Right over.
Turn around and just talk about what you just said about.
So we hiked up here from the Zodiac, and Mornay asked me about the whale seals, and I'm going, where? And they're
right next door.
But he said they've been sleeping the whole time he's been here.
He's waking up now. Wow.
Amazing. I'll get a picture of it.
I'm going to tell anyone who's got a bad knee like myself is just do it and then take care of the knee later.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Gotta go for it. Don't miss out.
Yeah.
Well, because we originally were going to go next year after we had knee surgery.
See the ice flow coming in, it needs to make space for the Zodiac. Yeah, oh yeah. That's where we hiked up to the top of that. See the whaleboat there? And the whale bones.
It is, and it's such a gorgeous
And the penguin
day.
go for a walk there.
I feel bad. These guys do an awful lot so we can have this experience.
So
Here you have a lot of exposed rock as well, which I just think kind of gives it a nice dramatic look. And then you have the glacier and the saddle between. So, is anybody interested in hearing how glaciers are formed, or have you all had that conversation? Interested?
yeah,
Okay. Okay, because it's kind of a good opportunity. That's why I wanted to stop out here. And you're welcome to stand up and look around. Don't look at me. Look at that stuff. So the way this works, and this valley in front of us is a great example. So if you imagine snow falling on top like you have on top of these mountains, right? A lot of that will melt. So that's just snow. Even if it formed ice and it melts, it's just snow. But if the snow lands and then more snow lands on top of it and pushes it down, more snow lands on top and pushes it down, some of it melts, but effectively there's all year round, there's ice in that spot. Then it becomes a glacier, and that snow keeps packing down so much that it turns it into ice, and then it packs it down even tighter to where the air bubbles that were in the snow get compressed down. Yeah, you see the footprint here.
Yeah, he's a leopard.
Then nobody else is near us. Boy, well, guess what? We're going to be the only ones to see it. Mornay, Luke.
There he is. I think so.
Mornay, Luke. Here's Luke, brother. Two of them. All right.
The two of them?
Yeah.
So, can we sit down and make it so everybody can see? And I'm going to try and reposition it.
Yep.
Looks like two leopard seals.
Yep.
think so, yeah. They look like they're cruising along. Looking for something. Looking for their friends in this stuff.
Oh, there's something. Oh. No, just there. Yeah, there too.
Yeah.
Too far away. Maybe the only one to see this.
Yeah.
See, this is why you take a rest.
That's right.
There are two right there.
2 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one back there too.
Mornay, Luke.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Does anyone have eyes on Mornay? Yeah, Mike, could you switch to 7-1, please? Sorry, you're coming in broken, Mike.
Mornay was one of the last in the line, so he's most likely close to the ship.
Copy that. Okay, thank you. Well, yeah, that sounds good. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, I lost them. They were right by this block of ice.
Mornay
the-
channel. Are you?
What?
Or sorry, excuse me.
Right there.
Joey Meyer's
The
channel.
seal is
You're
there?
approaching us now.
The seal is back there.
I'll be there in 1 minute.
No. That's
Copy that. Sounds good.
You think the seal is back there too?
Yes.
All right. Always nice to share, right? Sorry, I lost him there for a minute. Where did we go, team? Don't say we don't know.
I do believe there's one behind us, so there's a penguin back there somewhere too. So I'm just,
So I'm heading in this direction.
maybe not. Maybe that's not one.
There were 2 of them last seen swimming that way, and then some penguins showed up. Hi, and then they went totally quiet. So I'm gonna go over here and have a look in that direction. But you have a lot of young eyes, especially. Look in every direction other than where Mike's looking. Help us out over here. Well done,
Oh no, here we go.
Mike. Luke.
Go ahead, Luke.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw where I went, but we've got another leopard seal right in front of us.
Perfect, on my way. Thank you, buddy.
Another one. 3 in one day. Yes, you're welcome to stand up.
Oh, it's coming close.
Yep, you're welcome to stand up.
Oh,
He's big.
this is the closest we got.
Wow.
Keep an eye on him.
He's a giant.
Don't go away.
You can stay standing if you want. What's the view forward?
Everybody comfortable where you're at? Oh yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You need me to turn.
close.
Sorry?
Thank you for getting so close.
Probably shouldn't have. What's the probably maybe if I get all the way up and down. But that doesn't mean that they're not dangerous.
As long as you get me a view of the British flag, I'll be happy. It's on the other side. Well, it's important.
Yeah, it was white.
Okay, that could have been a Pope doll. Oh, there we go. The British flag.
Yeah.
I was told I was required to find it.
The Union Jack. Yeah. Britannia rules the waves one day we did.
So that's the historic building on the left, and then the other one on the right. Besides, this wasn't a very good place to spend the winter, and he was right. Because the ice gets really piled up in here. So I actually have a colleague who spent overnight in a Zodiac out here because someone hadn't been watching the ice moving, and so the ship was farther out, and all the Zodiacs that were still inside the bay got stuck for the night. So
For the night?
yeah, and the guests were able to go inside. I think they made room for them somewhere here. They bought out the store.
Okay.
But yeah. We're just gonna make the Zodiac. Yeah. You probably know. Knowing him. Gen 2 penguins for the most part, but as we've been talking about, there have been some chin straps sighted in the area.
It's funny, I haven't seen a lot of schoolers flying around.
Oh, you're right.
Not like yesterday. At yesterday's landing, the schoolers were everywhere.
Yeah.
We saw them take an egg.
Yeah, they will do that, and then chicks too.
Well, I guess I didn't realize that they were hunting in twos.
Yeah, sometimes they'll create one will create a distraction.
And that's what happened. She lifted her butt, and then another one just swooped in so fast. And then they flew off and shared the egg.
Scary. Of the snow, yeah. I think you'd have to look pretty microscopic level, or not microscopic, but very, very tiny level in order to see that.
But you know they flew from the egg.
I think what they mostly do is kind of the tree root.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, doing the cores and yeah, and then counting the number of layers that there are. So it's
So
not
higher up on the glacier, you can take a core out of it.
yeah. It just landed, so it kind of blends in now.
And then I lived in parts of Southern California. Chino used to be a massive dairy farm, right? It's just like, huh?
kind of rock, but right here, the one who'll eat anything.
Yeah, we've had rats destroy two of our water heaters. With wires. And even one year they nested. They created a nest.
See, the birds migrate when the snow comes.
Yep.
This one is hovering.
The
He is
terns,
looking, man.
they go all the way up to here. The penguins and birds here are studied quite a lot every year. And so they've been studying the penguins for well over 50 years and also studying the effects of the visitors because, of course, people get quite close there. And it doesn't seem to really have any effect as long as we're behaving ourselves and keep our distance. It doesn't really seem to bother the penguins too much. They seem curious of us. Yeah. They don't know what to make of us. They think we're giant penguins. Because they don't, that's the only thing on land, field penguins.
Because we were half like
You never know where it's all going to be. Sit, sit. Sounded like wow. Yeah, we're in quite shallow water, so don't really want to be too long. Sorry.
definitely don't want that shell coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been that.
Creepy surface.
Oh no,
Yeah.
looks good. Yeah, Rich, just to let you know the spot where we're going to be kayaking today. It's right at Jugla Point where we landed last time, just across that little opening from Port Washington.
Should we go out? Yeah, it's quite. I'm gonna head out a bit.
Yeah.
It's just shifting. Better safe than sorry. And the thing is, some of these crevasses and bits that are hanging, it could be 3 years from now that it falls, or it could be 20 minutes. You don't know. There's probably never been a human setting foot on a lot of peaks here.
There'd be no reason to. Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So are there any other countries that maintain the station year-round other than the Argentinians?
The U.S. has McMurdo
Yeah.
So they,
and the Amundsen Stop Station.
Australia, that's one of them.
Yeah.
Aussies and New Zealand. They
Yep.
got rid of it.
So there's 38 countries that have bases here, but not all of them are year-round.
We mentioned nobody climbing. Are there any mountains that mountain climbers climb here in time?
Yes. I don't know so much in the peninsula. I'm sure in the climbing world there must be ones they're going after. But Mount Erebus.
Yeah, the volcano.
over by
Yeah.
Ricardo. Yep, that's a volcano.
Yeah.
People climb that.
It seems to be hard because you wouldn't know how
100,000 years, if not more. Before then, Antarctica was cold before the last ice age, but there were plants, there were trees, there are fossils of those. There were dinosaurs that lived down here. Back when the dinosaurs were around, they're starting to think now they might have actually hibernated during the winter to get through the winter. They also, Alaska was up near the North Pole at the time, and there were also dinosaurs up there as well. But it was a warmer period, so there weren't the ice caps that there are now.
Oh, the snap crackle pop.
Yep.
A lot of ones.
So this is clearly done at a different angle. And if you remember, he talked about the melting pattern, and if your driver pulled in a piece of ice, you saw the ripples, kind of like a golf ball. And you can see that here too on the side. So that means that was the bottom. So it's broken up into a couple of pieces since then. But it's only now starting to move, and it'll probably melt somewhat quickly, break up.
You're saying it's the size of no, the size. Actually, they're comparing it to the size of 9 islands. I can't remember.
So 823 feet. And I want to say it was like the size of Rhode Island or something. But we went up to it, and it's just this wall of ice. And you're like, okay. Zodiac didn't, nothing was breaking up. It was just this flat wall of ice as far as you can see. And you're like, okay, great. We've
Looks
seen
like
it.
Antarctica to me.
Yeah. It's cold enough.
See a satellite dish on this one. That was the Argentinian base station had tons of satellite dishes.
Yeah.
This one looked like it's very.
Well, this is summer only.
Okay.
So they're not here all year round. Like we're now, but someone told me they don't actually know what happens over the winter until they open up the base for the summer.
Oh, so because they're not transferred. Okay.
Yeah, the big building. Yep. So it's usually manned by 4 people during the summer, but then I'm sure they have researchers coming as well.
And I thought, since they're coming on board, that wouldn't it be nice if they could feed them a good meal, but I'm guessing they
There's
have
your Union Jack
people
again.
here all the time.
Well, I think they're doing their laundry on board.
Laundry.
I think they're getting their laundry done.
I was just thinking, I'm sure everybody's
We
got
have
so
the
much
flag
water.
lifted up right in the circle, behind Fort LaCroix station and the glacier.
Ja, dat is part van de front, hè?
Something special for us back where we were before. So we'll circle back around the island and go have a bit of a retreat.
Yeah, I'll get a picture of you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Salud. Amor, amor, dinero y tiempo para gastarla.
Dale.
Who is it for? Just to your right. Shopping?
right, perfect.
Oh, lovely.
Cheers.
Alright, as soon as you're done, I can take this.
It's quite civilized.
It is, isn't it?
I know how to do a 36th anniversary.
There you go.
trip.
Thank you.
No, I have
Just take your phone. I have to go to the second.
Ah, look at that.
This one. This one. This one first. This one first.
I put this inside.
And now this one.
Thank you, thank you.
I just don't want to pile up in the bottom box or something.
Thank you.
Sun is shining. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're sliding very fast. Thank you for help.
Good afternoon, everyone. How was your day today? Yeah, it's not bad when you have champagne with leopard seals, and so yeah, what a wonderful day, and hope everybody enjoyed Port Lockroy out in the Zodiac tours, diving and kayaking. But a big thank you to the Port Lockroy field team that are here. They said that you bought everything, so you're completely sold out. So just a big thank you to them, because the bases with the avian flu, they're being closed, it's keeping them busy to come out to the boats, but they get to do laundry and a few little things. And so we really thank them for that. So they're going to have a presentation for you, then I'll follow with a briefing for our expedition for tomorrow. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to the Lockroy team. And thank you everybody for sailing with us. Here you go.
Everyone, what a crowd. Love it. So you've met most of us at the shop this afternoon, but I'm Jerome, this is Bridie, and we've got Laura. We are 3 out of 5 living here at Port Lockroy for 5 months. We're very lucky people. So we all work for a little charity called the UK Antarctic Heritage Trust, and we are responsible for protecting the heritage here on the Antarctic Peninsula. So our little charity takes care of 6 different sites. We've got Port Lockroy, the main one, the very first British Antarctic base, the only base that is manned in the summer here. And then around the corner we've got Damoy. We'll talk about that a bit later. And the other 4 bases are further south on the Antarctic Peninsula. So the story starts in 1904 when the French explorer Jean-Baptiste Charcot came down here. He was looking for a safe space to fix his ship, and he found this very sheltered bay. He fixed his ship, and then 4 years later he decided to come back because he thought, this is such a sheltered bay. I must map it. I must tell everyone that if people get in trouble, they can come and shelter here. So he came back, and this is when he decided to name the area, name the bay Port Lockroy, after a very supportive French politician, someone that was very supportive of his expeditions. And he named the island where our base is on, Goody Island, after his chief mechanic on board of his ship. Now, when Charcot came down here, he noticed a lot of whales here. And at the time, the Norwegian whalers on Deception Island had already depleted the stock of whales up there, and they were looking for new hunting grounds. So that's when they decided to come down here on their factory vessels, factory whaling ships, and they moored here at Port Lockroy and processed more than 3,000 whales. They stayed here from 1911 to 1931. And today you can still see the remains of this quite grim part of Port Lockroy history on the island. We've got a few shipwrecks, and the penguins love nesting amongst it. We've got rusty chains dangling on the rocks and lots of whale bones on the island, but also at the bottom of the sea. So the whalers stayed here. Take care of you guys.
Good evening. How is everyone doing? All right. Well, thanks again to the Port Lockroy team. They have a lot of fun. And as they mentioned, there's many bases all down through the peninsula that the UK Heritage Trust takes care of. And I've been to quite a few over the years, and it's pretty amazing. They keep them up, and ships are able to visit them from time to time. Some of them are way south as well. All right, so let's see. What are we doing? What's our next little adventure? Well, we have something tonight. So we're getting ready now. We're lifting our boats. We're getting ready to get underway. And we're going to head south a little bit. So here's Port Lockroy. And later this evening, we're going to go down and transit the Lemaire Channel. We'll be doing that at about 9:30, the captain says. We may have another ship coming through, but we're looking at about 9:30. Lemaire Channel. It is a famous narrow channel that everybody hears about, knows about, and with this weather it should be really pretty beautiful. We have Booth Bay to our starboard side, and then the continent is off to our port side as we go down. So definitely, this is a nice after dinner activity. Come out to the Constellation bar or bow lounge, and if it's calm enough, bundle up and come out onto the bow. It can be a real, and it's fun to watch the ship maneuver through, because it's not easy. The captain and his crew, they're doing a fantastic job for us. It's kind of fun to watch. They have to work their way through there. There's a few navigational hazards. So that's going to be this evening coming through here, and so definitely I think the weather is going to be not too windy, so bundle up and come out with coffee with some Kahlua in it or something like that, and or a cocktail. So it should be a nice evening making our way through.
Oh, I can see that.
That's a whale.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we go back and have a drink.
No, there's like
That's about as much as you're going to see of it.
Yeah.
Do you want to get up? Go ahead. Four, five. See little black smoke? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Look for the black smoke. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, maybe not.
There's his friend.
That's
Yeah,
a whale.
yeah.
That's about all you're going to see then.
Yeah.
Pardon the interruption. As we're slowly making our approach to Lemaire Channel, I'm pleased to share the news. We do have some whales again outside in the vicinity. We've spotted a couple of orcas as well. We do have some time in hand, so we're going to slow down and enjoy the sight. So would encourage you to step outside onto the open deck to enjoy the beautiful scenery here. We do have some whale activity around, some orcas sighted as well. So we're going to slow the vessel down and just enjoy these views for a little while. So come on outside and enjoy. Thank you for your attention.
Your cabin.
They're definitely not coming out this way, so there must be a little wind.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, coming back. I can see it. Yeah. Yeah. De bucket list.
But you see some of the really distinctive features of it. So that really small body.
Oh no!
Did you get that, honey?
Yes.
I reckon that was
There's the submarine which Cindy went down in yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it is the coldest day. Oh, is she tied up?
Yeah.
You see, I couldn't make myself go that far.
Yeah, I'd step outside and I'd go, nope. I'm off. Is Joe going?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay.
I just went back to get my coat, and he kind of opened one eye. He's napping. Oh, they're going together. Yeah, he'd throw me off and jump back on.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. It depends.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'll push you in there. Oh. Oh, they got far.
Oh, she can't get back up.
She's putting her boobies in.
I'm putting the boobies back in.
It's not that kind of show.
This will be good. This is going worldwide. Good.
All right.
Well, it could be quickly.
Yeah, but you're making sure all the nibbly bits are covered.
I wonder, you gotta have strength when you're that close. My neighbors, that's Rudy.
Oh.
There he goes. I told him I'd get a picture. Go, Rudy!
Oh, yeah.
Go, Terry!
Oh, they're going together too.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Pretty good. I didn't want to wait.
He's like, yeah, wait for me. I'm getting out first.
Yep.
You got that quick.
Yeah, right? It's like those penguins. Boink, boink.
Yep. Boom, boom.
Good evening, good evening. How is everybody doing? Right. I see a little thinner in the ranks, so it's our normal 10% loss from the polar plunge. Not bad. No, it was a lot of fun. I think I just got the numbers from Eric. I believe we had 84 guest jumpers. Pretty good, yeah. And 23 crew. So that's pretty good. Yeah. All right, yeah, well, we are now headed north a bit, and this is kind of, was working with the captain, and we're going to a place that a lot of times we don't go to. And I'm actually, and our team are pretty excited about tomorrow's activities. We're going to be doing double landing, so you're going to get ashore twice tomorrow, weather willing, of course, but things are looking pretty good for us. So, we started out up here in Elephant Island, Point Wild, a little surprise there. The captain and his team were able to navigate through those lows and get us down there, and we were able to see where Shackleton and his men, or at least his men, were there for about 128 days and where he sailed from. Then we came down here to Snow Hill, and we saw emperor penguins, quite a few. That was a special and a Zodiac cruise there, a really special spot there that not often people get down and see. The numbers of emperors, and especially chicks, is nice to see. Then we came up here to Hope Bay and Brown Bluff, and we had that blustery day that I know all of you will be, the stories you will be telling won't be the sunny days. It will be about Brown Bluff, guarantee you that. And then we came over to Trinity Island, Nicholson Harbor, and had a nice landing there, got some extra dives in, some extra kayaking. Then we came down and did a double landing at Danko and at Cooverville. So we're just kind of making a nice route here. Then we came down and did Borgen Bay. The Lockroy folks came on, and that was really nice and fun of them to come, and hope everybody got their letters out and their post office or their mail from their post office. And then, of course, we sold them completely out, which was really nice because it all goes to a charity. Then we did a fantastic, that La Mer, just a shout out to the captain and the crew. Just perfect timing last night. Beautiful after dinner. Yeah, and I was talking to the captain, and he said, well, what can I do? I had to stop because there was just whales everywhere. He wasn't worried about the ice. There was just so many whales, and that was just a wonderful, wonderful evening. I was up, a lot of us around.
Good morning from the South Shetland Islands. This is our last stop in Antarctica, and tomorrow we head towards, well, actually probably tonight, we started heading across the Drake Passage back to mainland Argentina. So today we have 2 landings, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and our first one is in Yankee Harbor, which is a nice protected little area right next to a glacier. There's a colony of chinstrap penguins here, and they're kind of fun. They kind of line up or cluster their nests for protection from the predators that come and try to steal their eggs. But one of their biggest problems is thievery of pebbles. They build their nests from mounds of pebbles to help protect against the glacier and moisture and everything. And they steal each other's pebbles. So you have to not only be careful of the predators that are trying to steal your eggs, but you also have to be careful of the other chinstraps that are trying to steal your pebbles. So it's a pretty interesting community. And so there's a glacier here. There's also a spit that you can walk out on. And so it should be an interesting morning. We've been seeing a lot of whales. We saw 3 this morning just near the spit there. So we may even see them from the Zodiacs, but it'll be pretty interesting. We've seen a lot of humpbacks, some Antarctic orcas, and a few minke whales. So it's a great place for that. This afternoon, we're going to Half Moon Island. And again, we'll probably see some chinstraps there and lots of other birds like skua. And so it should be a really cold, blustery day, but we'll go on through it. And then we have 2 days at sea to contend with. So hopefully the passage is good, but I don't know. We'll see. But it's been a great trip. The community on board is like a big family. Everybody seems to know each other and talk to each other and look out for each other. and it's really been a great time. So I'd highly recommend it. Bye for now.
So I don't know if it's yeah. Yes. Yeah, but it doesn't have this. I can't zoom in. Oh, where's yours? Yours is 200. Further, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've been really happy with
That's a noisy one.
I'm glad you made it. Went slow.
hope you got a picture of you with the penguin walking behind you. Yeah, he walked right behind you.
Oh, here they come.
Yeah, I mean, Kleenex will dissolve.
Right, I figured.
Things you don't want stuff that will get into the penguin's nest because they will grab that stuff. It's more plastics and things. So thanks for grabbing that. We always.
Oh, his nose is dripping.
I scratch his nose.
Yes.
That's cute.
He's got a runny nose.
It's amazing they can sort of balance on one foot.
Let's get out of the way.
What's the link to the Zodiac?
Smaller than that. So that was the
That's
biggest,
a big one.
That was the biggest ball
That's
on record.
big,
Usually
wow.
you're looking between 3.5 to 5 for the balls.
That's what I would say, 3.5 to 5 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the biggest on record is a monster.
I thought, yeah, I didn't think that was big. Are they the ones that are in
No, that is jackass penguin.
Can you do me a favour? Talk about the American drivers and the British drivers again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
English
please.
drivers drive the correct way. We drive left-handed.
Okay, my friends like that.
Maybe. Alright, let's have a little look. There was an elephant still swimming around. Let's see. I've got it. No, that's its big tiny flippers. So this is a juvenile, believe it or not. So it's massive. So the southern elephant seal is the biggest seal in the world. I was saying to some of the people who came on the boat earlier that the males are exceptionally big. They are massive. The biggest male on record was 6.8 meters, weighing over 5 tons of weight. But usually they're around 3.5 to 5 meters in length, so a little bit smaller. But this is a younger one. And a chin strap. Because they're vagrants at the moment. The colony is just around the corner. But that's about time, guys. We have to go back to the ship.
Yeah. Thank you for doing this. Yeah.
I got it at a distance, but yeah, it's way up at the top.
On this one here? Or
This one right here. Take a look at this right here, and then you get the general direction.
And what is it up there, babies?
It's a baby.
Chicks. Yeah, chicks. They're juveniles. They're not babies. Almost time to sled.
Oh, they are. They're getting pretty big.
That's what I really like. It goes out of focus. Oh, yeah. So like, it's there. I know the iPhone camera like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I'll just take some like screenshots of the video.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice.
You see it?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, there are at least 3 chicks here. See this colony of chin stuff. I've been talking to one or two at a time. Kind of rock. And ended up in another chicken colony. So this is the first time we've actually seen it. Right up there are some nests at the top. And you can't see them through here when you're using a telescope to see them. But the chicks are
Although I think that they hit rise on ships. Like I've seen them on the back of our ship coming in and like landing and like taking off again.
And there are some nests up at the top, and you can't see them through here when you're using a telescope to see them. But
On this rock. So they keep kind of lifting and hovering right above and then they'll come back down. Lifting and hovering above and come back down.
so do the chin straps usually nest like this up in the rock?
Yeah, all of them do. If you notice, all of the colonies we've gone to, they've been...
Right, but we've seen a lot on the beach too.
Right. There's just not a lot of beach here for them to go to.
That little bit there.
Yeah. Keep looking back over there and you may see one trying to slide
Well, those guys look clean. Those ones don't look so clean. Seeing penguins every day. would
Hey,
become
stay
normal.
right there a second. I'm taking a quick.
You need a bat.
Sorry, sorry.
Oh.
No, that doesn't matter about that.
I'm so sorry.
No, not at all. It's all good.
Oh yeah. Inside our home. So. Yeah.
Cindy taking it nice and slowly. Well done. You made it. Steady and slow, right? Yeah. Well done.
Our last downhill trek in Antarctica.
Yeah. That'll be exercise for a while.
My knees will need a rest.
Yeah. Well done. So we're back at the landing spot and there's no boats. They've deserted us. Oh, I see one coming, yeah. See one coming. There it is. Here it comes.
To feed. We also saw, what are these? Sponges, yes. So sponges, specifically Antarctic sponges, are thought to be the longest living species, animals, in the entire world. And I know some of you might know, riding with me, how long do they live? We think up to 10 to 15,000 years. We know this from radiocarbon dating, from their little spicules in them. So they're a very long-lived species here in this cold, really nutrient-rich water. They have slow metabolism. Animals can grow very slowly and live very long lives. So they have very slow measurement of growth, but they get bigger as they age. I would estimate the ones that I saw in my dives were maybe 2 to 4 feet, so quite large. 1 meter, just because the sub's 2 meters high, so that's how I was measuring it. But they can get up to like 5-6 feet tall, so very, very large animals. And how they're feeding, they're pulling water in through these inhalant pores and then exhaling out all the water and filter feeding everything that comes with it. So sponges here in Antarctica, because we don't have coral reefs, right? We didn't see any kind of hard, stony coral reefs. That's not what lives in polar water. But sponges actually make what we consider a reef-building species. So they're acting like a coral reef would in a tropical environment. So when you see big sponge gardens like this, which we saw on the seafloor in many areas, you also will see many other different species associated with it, because it's kind of acting as its house for those other animals. So sponge reefs. And many animals use it to climb up on the sponge for a better vantage point for feeding. So there's a nice sea star on that sponge. And here we saw some crinoids, or feather stars. We saw these on almost every dive. They're a type of sea star, the most ancient sea star, actually. It's an echinoderm, so what we see here are its arms up feeding. It probably crawled up on the sponge because it needs to feed in the current and the water column, and that's just a better vantage point up there for them to capture their prey. So that's a close-up of the crinoid. You see it has these little cirri, these feet, what we call it. That's how it attaches to things. That one's on a sponge as well, and it's got these beautiful arms out. And I heard some people even saw them swimming, so that's really cool. Who saw this on the dives? Yeah, most dives we saw this. This is one of my favorite sea stars. This is the Labadiaster sea star, or you can call it the Death Star, or the wolf sea star. And that's because it's a predator. Most sea stars are just crawling along the seafloor and scavenging on whatever they find. But this sea star, and you can see its arms up in the water column, it has little pincers on the top called pedicelaria, and it's actually using those to capture prey actively from the water. So if small things like